life of Joseph tells the story of a man who learned to be responsible for any task given to him. Even when he is unfairly thrown into jail for a crime that he did not commit, he proved himself to be a responsible man that others could depend on. Let's look at the life of Joseph starting from the time when he worked in the jail he was placed in because of the false accusation leveled against him by Potiphar's wife.
Hey, who's that guy over there?
Oh, that's Joseph.
Oh, what does he do? He looks like he's kind of important, like he's kind of bossing the other prisoners around and stuff. I actually am very important. I used to be a cupbearer to Pharaoh and stuff, and so I think you should probably treat me really well, and I'm assuming maybe this Joseph guy's got like a similar story, so yeah, what's his deal?
No, Joseph isn't famous. He was just Potiphar's slave who was accused of trying to kiss his wife. Potiphar confided in me that he doesn't really believe that it actually happened, but he had to throw Joseph in jail for the sake of his marriage.
Oh, are you kidding me? So you're telling me that he believed his slave over his wife?
That's what I thought too when Joseph came here, but I'm telling you that Joseph is probably the most reasonable, hardworking, honest slave I've ever met. Everything gets done on time. You don't have to ask him twice. He's always on task. He always remembers everything. He makes he gets everything done quickly. Sorry, I almost have him running the whole jail.
Wow, so that's insane. What do you do all day then?
Mostly eat cookies and sharpen the sword. I eat these delicious cookies that someone named Pip the Baker makes. I feel like I'm probably Pip's only customer now that the king has thrown him in jail for using the red sprinkles instead of the royally approved yellow ones.
Oh, that sucks. But yeah, it's kind of nice that I'm not alone in jail and stuff, so it's kind of nice that Pip's here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go. These cookies aren't gonna eat themselves.
Later that day, Joseph meets the cupbearer.
Hey, I hear you're like the responsible slave around here. So do you know where I can find some entertainment or like a foot massage or a massage? Cause I'm really sore and it's I just got here, but I kind of have a lot of high expectations. So I think you're the guy to talk to.
You do realize you're in jail here, right? I mean,
yeah.
The only thing that's kind of even remotely looked like entertainment since I've been here is this one time the jailer tried to get me to capture a little chihuahua that was running around. He actually thought it was a giant rat. That turns out it was actually Potiphar's wife's dog. But anyway, I'm Joseph. Yeah, I'm here assigned to you and Pip the Baker, and so I'm actually quite glad to get to know you.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's really nice to get to know somebody else that's famous too. It sets the expectations really well, so I think we'll get along real good.
Right. Famous.
Many days pass, and one night both Pip and Derek have a dream that they are confused about.
Hey, why the long faces? Why do you guys look all depressed?
Well, I kind of thought jail was supposed to be happy and relaxing place, and it really hasn't been. But that's not the main problem, okay? The main problem is that me and Pip here, we had dreams last night, and it's really upsetting because there's no dream interpreters in jail and stuff, and the Wi-Fi's not working for me to try and find someone on Google, so I'm really depressed and stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's no problem. I can reset the router, but no. I mean, I'm responsible for you two, and this is amazing because my God, who I belong to, he's the one that gives dreams and interpretations for them. I know he will be able to tell you what he's been saying, and I would love to help you with it. Can I hear it?
Yeah, that's great. I knew you had a good reason of being here. Oh my gosh. Alright, so in my dream, there was these vines with these branches. There was 3 branches on the vines and stuff, and they had a really nice harvest, really juicy grapes. I mean, I always make sure Pharaoh gets the best grapes, but you know what I'm saying? They were extra good and stuff. So I was squeezing them into his cup, he really appreciated my squeezing too. And it was really good, and it was really good wine, and he really liked it, and I just really got really good vibes from it, but I still don't know what it means.
Yes, no, that's great. That is great. So the 3 branches are 3 days. That means within 3 days, Pharaoh is going to lift your head and return you to your position as cupbearer. But please, hold. But when things actually get there, and when you actually get back in front of Pharaoh, please remember me. Tell him that I'm stuck in jail here, and I can help.
Yes, I knew
maybe
Pharaoh.
Maybe he can get me free too.
I knew he would regret his decision. This is amazing. Let's
Yes!
dance!
Yay, yay.
God will give you freedom. He will set me free. God will give you freedom. He will set you free. God will give you freedom. He will.
So what was your dream, Pep? It's probably really good too.
Well, my dream is really short. And, you know, if you do a really good interpretation for me, just like you did for my buddy here, then, you know, I can see if you can get you out of jail. Okay?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So first, you have to understand one thing. That's whatever God speaks to me about your dream, I'm going to give it to you exactly as He said it. If I'm going to be a reliable servant to God, then I need to be responsible to say things exactly how He says them. So it doesn't matter if you try and offer me something, I'm going to still say what God says the dream says, no matter what. Okay?
Still be good, I'm sure,
Yeah,
but-
yeah, okay, my bad. Okay,
let's
so
hear it.
so my dream is really short, okay? There's like these 3 baskets stacked on my head,
Okay.
okay? And they were full of bread.
Mm.
Yeah, just like I'm a baker, right?
Mhm.
And there was these birds, they came and they started eating the bread off of my head.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that could be bad.
That's be a good one, right? Okay, what you got?
Pip, I don't know how to tell you this, but I have to be responsible to what God's saying. And He's saying that, yeah, the 3 baskets are 3 days, but within 3 days, Pharaoh is going to remove your head, impale you on a pole, and it's going to be the birds of the air that eat your flesh.
Doesn't sound very good.
I don't even know what to
I thought you just said I was gonna have my head removed? Nah, you must mean I was gonna get my head higher and that he's going to, you know, take me out of here higher up to a higher position. You know, and the birds, I was feeding them bits of crumbs because I'm a nice guy, right? Right?
Yeah.
No, I'm
No?
so sorry.
Oh.
That's a bit of a buzzkill.
Okay.
But hey, I had a good dream, so I'm
You
afraid.
can celebrate.
I'm afraid.
A few days later, the dream interpretations that Joseph gave to Derek and Pip came to pass, but sadly, Derek did not remember what Joseph had done for him in prison. 2 full years passed, in which Joseph continued to serve the men and women in the jail responsibly and without thought for himself. But God was not done with Joseph, and had plans to use Joseph to save his family and the entire nation of Egypt. One day, something very interesting happened in the house of Pharaoh.
Whoa. Okay. That was some weird dreaming there. What? Cows? And ooh, ugly cows too. Oh, and lots of wheat?
Hi, Pharaoh. I brought your freshly made wine today. I made the servants do it, and I call it Holy Cow. It's like pretty much made by
Wow.
me. Because when you drink it, you'll say Holy Cow because it's so good.
Oh, okay, well thanks, Deke. That is your name, right?
We'll go with it.
Okay. Holy cow, this is good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty much invented it, so.
You know what? Speaking of cows, I had some dreams last night, and I'm really, really concerned. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what these dreams are about.
Oh.
I would call them the dream interpreters, and I've been thinking about that, but those guys are so unreliable.
Gosh, I don't know if I can help. Oh, wait a minute. You know, there was a guy in jail with, you remember Pip the Baker, right? And stuff. You put us in jail. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a mistake for me to be in jail, but me and Pip were in jail.
Oh, Pip. Pip, yeah. Yeah.
Whose baby is that?
I don't know, but they're making a lot of noise, and I might have to, have the mother removed from the palace. But-
Anyhow, my
okay.
story was really good.
Go
There
on.
was Joseph. That's what his name was. He interpreted my dream and Pip's dream, and they both came true. So, like, I think he's really good, and he might help you.
Huh. I remember that time. Yeah, I remember. You spilled a bunch of stuff on me, and there were some bad buns that Pip made. So you're saying when you were in jail that this Joseph guy, you guys had some dreams, and he knew that you were going to get restored?
That's right. Yeah, he said 3 days and 3 days later.
And he
I
knew
came
Pip
back.
was going to get, impaled on a stick?
Yeah, I mean, Pip was a little in denial about that, but, it was pretty good. It was chill. Like, mine worked out.
You were okay with it, so...
Yeah, it was good.
Okay,
But,
all right.
yeah.
Well, you know what? I want you to find this guy. I don't know if you can personally go to the jail, but I want you to find this guy, and I want you to bring him back here as quick as you can. I need to get these dreams figured out.
All right, I'll do that, Pharaoh.
Okay,
Thank you.
and bring me another one of these while you're at it.
Okay, yes.
Joseph is brought up from the prison, and he interprets Pharaoh's dream for him. Pharaoh is so impressed by Joseph and his wisdom from God that he makes Joseph the second most powerful man in Egypt. Joseph goes on to prepare Egypt for the 7 years of drought that would strike Egypt and the whole world at that time, and once again Joseph proves to be a responsible servant of everyone that God gives him to help. In this lesson, we learn that being a responsible person means that we will use all of our energy in order to complete a task, no matter how easy or hard it may be. Joseph understood that every task given to him was important and should be completed honestly and faithfully, even if those around him did not like what he was doing. The words to live by this week are found in Colossians 3, verse 23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as for the Lord and not for men. In this passage of Scripture, we are encouraged to take the things that God gives us to do and put all of our effort into it. This includes things that we don't feel like doing and that we're being asked to do, even by those that we don't like. When we live in this way, we are promised a reward from Christ Himself for the things that we do.